Are we there yet?
No!
Are we there yet?
No!
Are we there yet?
No!
Are we there yet?
Yes!
Dad, I'm hungry.
G'day humans, Chris Stead here. I'm on the road. Today I'm at the Sheraton Grand Mirage Resort in the Gold Coast. That's it behind me there. And I thought I'd start outside on the bridge so I could just show you a little bit of the area as you're leading up. I'm going to give you a bit of a tour of the hotel, what you can expect when you get there. I've stayed here for a couple of nights and it's a very comfortable stay and a pretty opulent place to be. Now let's have a quick look at the area around us. Over there you can see the Stars Surfers Paradise. So we're a fair way out of Surfers Paradise really, and it's not very central in that regard. Although, as you can see here, it's connected across to kind of the shops and down there you've got quite the fish markets and a lot of eateries and stuff like that as well, which is very yummy. Jet boating, other activities like that down there as well. Now, interestingly, the gym for the hotel is actually over in this building over here. It's not in the hotel itself, but it's a pretty awesome gym. Great view and stacks and stacks and stacks of various equipment to use. Now you can see, very palmy and quite extensive frontage here. It's not a high resort, it is a long and wide resort, and as we get inside you'll see how they've kind of done it. It reminds me a bit of Dubai, also maybe Greek islands, Turkey. A couple of resorts I've been in those types of areas have a very similar kind of opulence and size and scope to them. So there is a car park, but you can obviously just drive up here where there's plenty of space to get off and on your vehicle. So feature-wise, like I said, you've got the gym across the road there, which is a bit of it's a bit of annoying, I guess, to have to walk across there, but it's not the end of the world. And then beyond that, there's not a hell of a lot. You're not getting tennis courts, saunas, spas, that type of thing here. But as you can see, lovely open foyer area, which then branches off to different wings with the whole central area open. Now there are a lot of kind of boardrooms here, big open spaces. So you can see there's a bar up there, which I haven't been in. You can see a big open space up here, potentially for weddings, things like that. In fact, they're setting up for something that could be on later on today. I don't know what that is. And then down there, you've got the pool, big open pool area with a swim up bar, which I'll go show you in more detail. Now the accommodation kind of goes around that way to there, stops and starts, and is mirrored almost perfectly the other way as well. And then there's water, this lagoon area. I'll go down and show you properly. But that's, even if you're in one of the rooms, it's kind of facing the way that I'm facing now, kind of towards the road. You've still got some water in front if you're on one of those ground floor rooms. So quite a large open space down here. Meetings, coffees, so forth. This is where you have your breakfast. So let's veer off and take a closer look at what you can expect in a buffet breakfast. Like I said, a real good one. Plenty of space, plenty of variety, well stocked, and a lovely outlook as well. So most of the staples, nothing crazily out of the ordinary, no like massive kind of Asian cuisines or international flavours, just your classic kind of Western staples, your savouries, your hot foods, get an omelette made up, good quality omelettes, but as you can see, plenty of choice, all well made. I love it when there's an omelette station, it's my favourite. Plenty of cold options as well, salads, as you can see there's the cereals and granola and dried fruits, cheeses, meats, better than usual actually, having a step above your kind of usual access in buffets, and lots to choose from. As you can see, like a really decent greens and salad option there for a breakfast. So yep, cereals, and that was just on one side. So on this side again, there's a whole bunch of options: your cheeses, your meats, various fruits, and yeah, I think you can probably see pretty quickly what an enjoyable breakfast it is at this particular hotel. And as you can see, a stack of space. So, in fact, you know, as you can see from most of this video, there's a lot of space in this hotel. It's very opulent in that regard. Something for the kids to enjoy over there, a bit of ice cream, waffles, pancakes, why not? You're on holiday. And as you'll see in a sec, and lots of space, beautiful outlook. Right over the pool down towards the beach. There we go, that's the feast I put together. Very happy with that. Tasty coffee, and looking out over the pool and the resort. Now as you can see down here, there's a couple of different things on in the different rooms. Teas and coffee set up. A lot of situations like this where you've got food set up for various events and that, so I guess that's something you have to cop if you're coming here on a holiday. So it does look like they've got quite a couple of corporate things going on frequently. Now, which way should I go? I'll show you for starting, it's pretty much just a mirror no matter which way you go. This is not really swimmable, it's like shin deep. But you'll notice pretty much straight away that you're looking at exactly the same kind of experience no matter which way you go here. And I'll walk you down one so you can see. Wi-Fi is available for free. It's been fine in my room. I've spoken to other guests here who described it as being quite patchy. So some of the rooms don't seem to get good Wi-Fi or good phone reception, which is interesting. But I personally haven't had that experience, so for me it's been fine. I'm on Telstra, if that helps. We're about 3 o'clock in the afternoon and it's in May right now. So the sun is starting to leave the pool and that wind is starting to kick up from over the edge. So it's kind of not potentially as luxurious as it would be in the middle of summer, where I think it'd be quite nice. And I'll show you in a bit, but it's literally beachfront. So you just walk off the side of the beach and they got, not only do they have just the beachfront there and surf, but there's flags as well. So this is pretty cool. You can see a lot of the rooms, the bottom story rooms, just go straight onto the water itself, little steps and everything. Like I said, I guess there's nothing stopping you from swimming in there, it's just very shallow, but if you had kids it'd be pretty awesome, I guess. If you had kids with you, thankfully I don't have my kids with me, yay! Zeus agrees. And let me take you through here. So lots of like kind of plants, grass, very, very spacious all the way around. And even these rooms, so you can imagine on the other side, obviously all the rooms face out and look at the ocean, so that's pretty spectacular. But even on this side, if you're not getting an ocean room view, you're definitely still getting better than your standard inward facing garden view in inverted commas. And a lot of these rooms have little private access too, so you can kind of like just get your little bridge there across the moat. It's really cool. I actually really like it. And I can imagine in the heat of a classic Queensland summer's day, it'd be quite nice just having such access to shade and cool places to sit and be. Not to mention the water, just the wind just blowing off the water constantly. So I'm actually in the room just kind of on the corner there. You can just see behind the trees, which is 1049. So I'll take you to the room in a sec. I'll just go through and show you the pool area, which is pretty much the main feature. Right? You can see nice big open corridors. I'll just get in through here. Now you'll have to excuse me here, I had a mic failure opening that door. It just must have unplugged slightly and started to whack out for a while. So I'll just talk you through this bit separately, but as you can see, look at that room there, that's a bit of a compromised room, so you might want to try and dodge those ones at the exits. Your little table and chairs is right on the public walkway there. but there's very few rooms like that you can really complain about. And here we are, there's the swim up bar. Love a swim up bar. I'm going to tell you, as soon as I finish this video, that's exactly where I ended up. Really deep pool too. It's got a long kind of cascade, like it's waist deep, you know, just kind of kid friendly all the way down. But when you get right down to the middle of it, it's actually really deep. Like I'm a tall bloke, and I could easily like kind of stand on the bottom with my head well underwater, which I love. It's kind of wintry period. The sun kind of dipped away from it pretty early, like 3:30 in the afternoon, but in summer you get so much sun out there. They do some like big seafood kind of restaurants and stuff out there. They set one up for us one night. I'm not sure if that's standard or just because we were part of a group, but it was really good. Yeah. Now what this pool doesn't have, or what this place doesn't have, which is a real letdown for me, is there's no spa. And I realise, I guess, it's Queensland, it's the Gold Coast, surfers paradise. People probably don't want hot spas. Or at least that's what they think. They're wrong! We do want hot spas. Always. So that's a bit of a bummer, in my opinion. But yeah, they're setting up for something here, right? They've got speakers and lights and bean bags. So I don't know what that's for. It's a private function of some description. Possibly for one of those boardroom scenarios that we just saw before. See, it really looks like it's a lovely looking hotel to be in. And just to give you an idea of how close we are to the water, and I guess also to access. So if you head out this gate and turn left and walk for quite a bit, you'll end up at SeaWorld. No worries, mate. And then if you can walk down here, you'll get to the front of the surfers paradise, which isn't too far. It's not too bad. But right here, that's all you got, and you're onto the beach. And it's a pretty open stretch of beach, got a lot of current out here. But there's flags right there, as you can probably see. So if you're not confident, somewhere's pretty well protected. As you can see, that's the hotel there, and it spans all the way across to over there. And that's what you're pretty much looking at in terms of a bit of a tour and a walk around. Let's go take a look at the room. Alright, so here we are. I am in 1049. Now this is a double queen room. The beds are unreal. Really, really comfortable. Great pillows, great mattress, one of the most comfortable beds I've ever been in a hotel, so that's a huge win in anyone's books. And it's quite a large room, really. I mean, this has got a little seat here and a table set up, and the chair, but you could easily shift this out of the way if you need to get a cot or something in here, potentially a rollaway if they let you do it. Massive TV, does have Chromecast, also has all the sport channels on Fox Sports built in, which is great, and that just does slide back out of the way, like so, should you need it, which is great. No kitchenette or anything like that in this particular room. I don't know about the others. I have seen some big rooms, especially on the corners, so you wouldn't want to be, I guess, preparing meals in here, but a really decent sized fridge. And there is, of course, the capability to make yourself a cup of tea, and there's a mini bar scenario inside. Oh, you might have that. Air conditioning was interesting. It's quite loud, like all night. There was air conditioning just pounding out of here to the point where it sounded like wind outside. But the room didn't feel particularly cold. In fact, a few times I had the sweats. I did drink a lot of beer last night, so that could have been the reason, but probably was the reason. But it's just it's a consistent noise. It's not like a or it's just a consistent noise, so you don't really notice. It's not really a problem. And fair bit of storage space. Ironing board, robes, or your classics. Over to the bathroom, another large bathroom in here. Huge mirror and pump packs on the walls as opposed to the old school little bits and pieces. Massive bath, fantastic shower, really good water pressure, really good heat. It was really nice. I had a really long shower this morning. It was just lovely standing under it all. Plenty of towels as well, which I was happy with. And you got your toilet in the corner here. So a good sized bathroom with all your classic facilities. That's what you can expect from, I guess, your standard room. I've seen kings in some. This is the double queens, but a big space. Enough space to not get claustrophobic with a decent amount of time here. And of course, you do have your own private little water frontage. And a little table and chairs here, a little garden, a bit of water. Again, not deep enough to really go swimming in, but still a lovely place to just sit and I guess maybe have a quiet drink or something when the kids are going to sleep, whatever it happens to be. And that's your outlook. So there you go, those are my thoughts of the Sheraton Grand Mirage Resort at the Gold Coast. Really nicely done place. A couple more features would have been nice. Definitely a spa somewhere in that large pool area would have been awesome, but really hard to complain, especially when you get such a comfortable bed, such a nice sized room and such a good, enjoyable buffet breakfast. So if you're up on the Gold Coast, why not check it out? I think it's pretty good. That's enough from me. I'm Chris Stead. As for me, I'm back on the road.